Herbs, roots and seeds. There are many herbs, roots and seeds that can support our lung function and enhance our immunity. This program has a lot of videos and recipes related to daily foods which help the process. Here's a little information about certain herbs, roots and seeds that you can include a little more. These are just a few, there are a lot more, but these are just some of the main herbs, roots and seeds that help our lung function. The first herb is nettle. It's often called stinging nettle. It could almost give a rash to some people on the skin if they touch it. However, it is highly anti-inflammatory, has an anti-allergic property, and it has a very strong detoxifying effect, and it begins to melt the dense mucus in our digestion as well as in all the organs of the body, including our lungs. So that's a very powerful herb to use, plant to use for our lung. Ribus is a shrub plant from South Africa which helps improve circulation. It's anti-diabetic, good for cholesterol, works to reduce again the mucus in the body by its high antioxidant, high anti-inflammatory and high anti-allergy properties. Then we have the mint family, which is mint, peppermint, spearmint, all of these. They have menthol, which has a decongestant effect on our body. Along with that, mint is also very soothing to the digestion, so it overall helps the excess pith in the body, the excess acid that we may have in our digestion. In fact, there is a tea at the Wellcure store called Eternal Youth, which has a combination of nettle, ribus and mint, along with some other herbs which help the lung health. If you'd like to try, safe to try for everybody. We also have a lot of amazing Ayurvedic herbs such as giloy, licorice, pushkarmul, as well as ginger and pipali, which bring a little more heat into the body, ginger and pipali, and also increase circulation. So all the good food that you're actually eating, these foods will help them reach the organs a little faster. Pushkarmul has a certain pungent quality which naturally begins to work against the cough in the body. The cough, that is the mucus in the body, the mucus and fat in the body, and consuming that on a weekly basis in alignment with the advice given by your natural physician can also be very helpful. Rosemary, eucalyptus, tea tree, because of their very sharp, distinctive aroma, as well as again high anti-inflammatory, antioxidant properties, some of these you could have in teas, while some of these you could take the steam from the hot water with a few drops of these essential oils, and that would also help soothe and relax the tension and the contraction in the lungs, especially if somebody is prone to asthma attacks or difficulty in breathing and heavy congestion on a regular basis. Pungent foods in general, as mentioned in a lot of the cooking recipe videos, help a lot in for the lungs, like mustard, white radish, horseradish, ginger, black seed oil, even what I mentioned over here, the pushkarmul is also pungent. All of these work together to begin to reduce the mucus and fat deposits and loosen the mucus and fat deposits in our lungs. Low fat and high mineral seeds such as sesame seeds and pumpkin seeds are also very good to use on a regular basis. Pumpkin seeds are naturally rich in magnesium and zinc, and magnesium and zinc supplements are often given by doctors when we have an allergy, a sinus problem, a lung-related respiratory problem, a COVID-related problem, and pumpkin seeds are naturally rich in these minerals. Hence, including pumpkin seeds on a daily or weekly basis will help your immunity. Sesame seeds are especially black sesame seeds, are rich in minerals. They are anti-carcinogenic. They help improve the digestion. And in fact, our Wellcure store has this amazing condiment made with black sesame seeds, which is stone ground, where the sesame seeds are brought up to a certain temperature and then stone ground along with a high mineral Himalayan pink rock salt, so that the hot oil of the seeds binds very well with the salt and makes the minerals in it even more easily available for us when we consume these. Because when we consume just raw sesame seeds, the minerals are not very easily accessible for our body, whereas when you have it in some particular forms, like toasting and grinding them and making a condiment of them in very specific ratios, because we don't want to take too much salt, so just the right amount of salt, just the right amount of other condiments, it begins to help with our digestion, lung function. It's anti-cholesterol, anti-diabetic, helps the immunity, and also helps in weight management. Fresh green herbs such as cilantro, which is dhania leaves, parsley, fresh basil, rosemary, oregano, mint, all of these to use on a regular basis in our cooking, be it we add it into our salads or as a garnish on our food or as a garnish on our soups on a daily basis, will also be very helpful for our immunity and digestion.